The National Port Authority of Liberia, under the leadership of Honorable Sekou A.M. Dukley, has pledged 25,000 United States dollars to the University of Liberia to address their classroom chair issue. Now, as we all know, students of the University of Liberia has been protesting, in recent time regarding, poor management of the university building and, classroom without proper chair and other issues, right? But this is a thing of the LU of Liberia, the University of Liberia. But there are a very few, almost nothing. I don't even know why I said few, because this is the first time I've even seen a public sector that was not obliged to do anything about the situation, and you know, just went ahead and still volunteered to do something about it anyway. According to a report, Honorable Dukley emphasized that this is the first, the initial pledging of donation to the University of Liberia when it comes to addressing these issues. And they are going to do everything in their power to talk to, other sector of the government and other stakeholders, people that are in position of power that can donate to help change the situation at the university. And I just want to comment this. This is the kind of uh, gesture, this is the kind of awareness, this is the kind of philanthropist uh, that we look forward to having in the position of power in the Republic of Liberia, right? Because it's not just about you. It's not just about where you work and just your reputation. It's about you understanding the plight of other sector of the country and other institution in the country that you may not be a part of at the moment in time, but you feel like there is something that you can do about it to help to change that situation. In recent time, I've understand that managing LU is very very expensive. Like very very expensive. I've read some articles about how much money they have spent since Dr. Lily Maparian took over as the president of the university, right? So it's expensive to manage and to run the University of Liberia, right? And 25,000 may not be much compared to some of those numbers that are there in articles saying that these are used, you know, these are the ones that are used to continue running the university. But trust me, for the main purpose that 25,000 was given as the initial pledge or donation, however you want to call it, it's something because this is the biggest university, is the most respected institution in the country, and yet they are crying for cheers. They are crying. They are crying for cheers. They are not talking about laboratory. We're not even talking about computer classes or libraries. We're talking about cheers. If they are crying for cheer, you can already tell that the laboratories are not there. The libraries are not there. They're not there. If students are crying for cheer, that only tells you a lot about our education system. That is the higher institution in Liberia that we have, the University of Liberia, and it had to be under a leadership of somebody as honorable as Honorable Sekou M. Dukley to even pledge a 25,000 donation to address that particular chair issue. Chair issue. Tell me, if you want to tell me that if every sector in the country, every ministry in the government tried to pledge 25,000 to address that issue, you don't want to tell me that they will not be able that issue will not be able to be addressed. It will be fully 100% be addressed and not talked about in a very, very long period of time, right? But again, you have people, busy talking on the radio station here and there, whole day preaching this. Some of them will be licking the boots of the president. Anytime all they care about is to just say yes and lick also. Like they don't really care about what is important. There are things that you can do without you licking the president boots, and you can still be effective. You are even more effective in the eyes of the president than most of those people that just around there saying yes, saying yes. I'm not calling any name. I've seen people standing right behind the president when he's talking, and he just says something, sort of little thing, and the person was like, I'm like, oh, what happened? Why are you exaggerating it to be like someone funny, every funny thing that the Papa Jacob was saying? The man has said nothing, not that funny. You're laughing too hard. And that is not service. This is what we call service. This is what we call service. When things like this happen under your leadership, it speaks a lot about you. You don't need to go stay somewhere on a microphone talking the whole day to make a point. This is a louder point anybody can make. Addressing a very, very pressing issue. You know those kids at the University of Liberia, even somebody playing drop on the ground protesting, and their protests are always violent, right? And for this one, this is something actually worth protesting for. If the biggest university in the country does not have chairs, guess how many more things that they don't have? If they can't have chairs to even sit on, guess how many more things they don't have? It had to take an honorable man like Sekou A.M. Dukley to take a step like this and pledge $25,000, by the NPA to address the issue. And he went on to say that this is an initial pledge, meaning others will follow later. Others will follow later. Meaning he will try to talk to people, literally running a campaign on behalf of the University of Liberia, so that other people can chip in too. This is what we are talking about. If you are talking about a character, a behavior of a true leader, this is the kind of thing we are talking about. Like, if you want to be competitive with someone, you and somebody in the same field, they are in a position at the same level as you. This is the type of thing you want to compete. Oh, he did that. Let me do that. I want to. Let me do the same thing. Let me say he pledged 25,000. Let my own institution, my own sector pledge 30,000. Because this is an issue that the only benefit you're getting from it is that you are making it easy for the younger ones, the youth that are in the university, to have to have a very easy way to how they call it, their academic success, for them to go to school and be able to learn without going through protesting whole day, causing noise, spending most of their time protesting. Make it easy for them. This is wonderful, man. This is beautiful, and it didn't have to come from somebody who is 70 years old, sitting down somewhere as a minister, or 85 years old. It came from a young, vibrant man. This is very, very beautiful, and I urge all the Liberian public sectors, public officials, government officials, all of them to follow this footstep. If you want to mimic somebody, mimic Mr. Dukley. And I'm not saying that just because I'm a Dukley too. I've already given you all the reasons. This is wonderful, man. This is very, very beautiful. And we're going to pay attention to the story because, like I said, he said that he's going to encourage other people to do the same thing. Nobody came to him to tell him this. No, LU student never went to his office and started pleading to him. He is aware, just like you and I, when these things are happening on campus, the kind of problem that the university is going through. You read the news all the time, you will see. But we have people in the country that are taking about 10, 11, 15,000 a month. They see that kind of thing in the news. They say, Papa, hey, June passes by July. It's crazy.
Like, follow, and subscribe.